Welcome back, guys, and in this video I will be showing you how to use default parameters in JavaScript. So default parameters comes in handy when you want to have a default parameter when calling a function, and maybe later on you'll pass dynamic values to the function. Yeah, so it helps you by providing a default parameter which will be like a placeholder to your function until the dynamic or another value is passed into the function. In this video, I've chose to divide this video into 5 videos because I saw it will be quite long and I wanted you guys to see everything that I'll be showing you on how to use the default parameters. So this is the first video out of I believe around 5 videos that I will be dealing with the default parameters. So now without further ado, let us dive in and see how to use default parameters. In this example, or rather in this video, I'll be giving an example, very simple, to help you guys just to have an overview on how to use the default parameters. So I'm going to create a function. Let us call this function test default. That is because we are going to test the default parameter. Okay, let me just create this function quite fast here, like so. Then now, in this function here, I'm going to pass 3 values. One is an ID. The second one will be an object. So the concept that I want to use here, let us say you want to call APIs that have different endpoints, right? So let us say we have an ID that is for the specific object that you want to call from the API. And then, of course, we'll have something like an URI or like an URL. And for now, let me just say location equals to, this will be an object. And for this course, this location, of course, will have a host like so. And then this host we want now, by default to be localhost as so. And then apart from that, we'll have a port. For example, if you're using Laravel, it will use majorly port 8000. And now for this, we'll just specify our port to be 8000. So these are the default value for this default parameter location here. The host will be localhost and the port will be 8000. And then I also want to add one more default value, which will be the URL. This, I want to equate this to, let us say, employees as so. And now the last thing I want to do, just want console log. And in this console log, I want to say fetch value from, and then I'm going to pass my values now here. So I'm going to pass and just say HTTPS like so. So, and then here I'm going to join our value localhost dot, and for this guy I want it to be host, so it will be HTTPS and then the main domain of our host. In this case, I'm just starting with this should be location, not localhost. This should be location since I'm getting the host from the location. And then apart from that, I want also to concatenate, let us say the port. This will be the port. And between the port and the location, of course, I want to have a full colon. And between the port and the URL, I'm going to concatenate a forward slash. And then lastly, I'm going to add our guy, the URL. I'm simply going to also log fetch value from HTTPS, for example, localhost port 80 slash employees. Last thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to simply call my function test default, and then inside here I'm going to pass for now I'm going to pass an ID of that, and for our object I'm going to specify our host as for now let me say the name of my website, which is techus.co.ke. This is just an example. And then for the port, I'm going to specify port 8000. And then for the URL, I'm going to specify, let us say, employees, or rather, let us say students. let us just assume that we have such a resource in our database. And then I'll just copy this guy again. And down here, I'm going to paste him. And again, I'm going to paste him one more time. Then for this second call, I'm going to remove this student. And for the last call, I'm going to remove both student and the location. So let me just change this to ID and this to B3. It's as simple as that. And so if you run this code, here you get syntax error. Okay, I'm supposed to specify here that the host is that guy, and then I'm also supposed to specify here that the port is also that guy, so that we avoid this error. And then let me just copy this guy because I want to change the port here, and then paste here. And now I'm going to change this to be port 5000, like so. So now let us run our code and see what will happen here. As you can see down here, the first console gives us this URL here, https techcast.co.ke, port 8000, then the students. Then the second value gives us this guy here with port 5000, then employees. Now, guys, by default, this is the advantage of using the default parameters in your function. If you fail to pass any parameters to your function, then it will automatically use the default parameters that have been declared and initialized in your function. In our case, which is localhost, as you can see here, and the port 8000 and the URL employees. So for this video, that is enough, guys. Let me know down the comments below what is your thoughts. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and also subscribe. And until we meet again, bye bye.